Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the home of the brave?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to kick the top. Miss Brumley, hello, turn one. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to kick the tires and light the fires. I promise you I'll get you these lineups fully to you. I believe that's Philip Seals on the point here. 14-year-old CJ Howell on the outside. Larry Horn has the green flag in hand. We're on demand on raceontexas.com and underway on a Friday night here to close out the month of April at Showtime Speedway. We're It's more than a show. Roll off into one. They go 3 wide here for third. 4 wide off the exit of 2 momentarily. They're going to continue to do it. The 15 way up top where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon. They're going to roll and still try to go 3 and 4 wide off of turn number 4. Holy smokes, I think the 4 car is Randy Wheeler. He's rolling like a big dog tonight. Takes no prisoners. He immediately goes to third and sets his sights on second down the back straightaway. As 14 years old, out front hustling with the race lead. It's CJ Howell out of Pineville, Louisiana, marching to the beat of his own drum right now in the affordable number 2. He'll roller off the exit of 2 as the 4 car. Wheeler putting pressure on the 93 car. As Seals going to take a stab down to the inside, he's going to hold steady to the outside here. Showtime, who's race number 1 of the night here, and Manning. Trying to shuffle through and confirm that a few of these competitors were exactly who they were. But the white flag will be coming off this time by 14 years of age. And folks, he is throwing the keys on the counter. He can't even check into the Holiday Inn without his parents or legal guardian. But already he's getting the party back started. He's killing at it. Final time through turns 3 and 4. Germany Affordable Training number 2 out of Pineville, Louisiana. 14-year-old CJ Howell will be your pole sitter tonight in the main event. Coming to the stripe to grab second, a 3-time winner here in his career, the 15X of Dakota Wyatt. Third will go to the Blake Collins B7 of Uncle Freddie Blanchard. Larry Horn has the green flag in hand over the 7-car field here in heat race number 2. Presented by RaceOnTexas.com. Off of 4, down the boulevard they come. Hustling off into 1 around the red clay oval. Here comes Mickey Steele. Oh boy, he thought better of it. put his nose into the mix. Another 3 wide for the race lead. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Johnson going to use the high line momentum to his advantage. As Steele with a push developing from the hub of the racetrack. He washes up, nearly makes contact with the 2K of Kirby, the East Texan. Going to get disposed of here by the pair of Louisiana natives who run 1 and 2. Kirby back to 3rd in 2K. Blanchard to 4th and 45. Shirley to 5th and 1S. Into turn number 3. Here comes Mickey Steele. Quite a bit of Mother Nature and some moisture being added down here to this racetrack the last few days. You can tell it's very, very quick, or heavy fast right now. And Mickey Steele likes a fast racetrack, and he'll go straight to the race lead off of 4. The setting sights on turn number 1 as the race clock continues to tick. Mickey Steele so close to a victory here just a couple of weeks ago after 2 consecutive weeks. Put pressure on Sean Graham for the race that Sean won, and he put pressure on Joshua Greenwald as well. Other feature race winners here this year, Dylan Alasko and Dalton Faulkner. So Mickey Steele's trying to stretch it out now by a comfortable advantage down the back straightaway. He's out front all by his lonesome in 5X. Boy, I tell you what, folks, are getting your money's worth tonight. Some of the top flight, best week-to-week competitors you can find in the Mid-South have all checked into battle here tonight. So the field pretty much easy does it right now. Not a whole lot of action going on and a lot of movement anyway. The white flag will be, 2 laps to go this time for Mickey Steele. For the factory stocks rolling out, and the Flooring Louisiana racer of the 100. It'll be Brian Cook on pole, who's looking for his first win here in the factory stock tonight. On his back bumper, the Trent Foxworth loading number 0 to Houghton, Louisiana. That'll be Bubba McEacher. Jake Gentry behind him in the 55. On demand on raceontexas.com, hustling off into turns number 1 and 2. Dwayne Raines on the outside line, trying to use that momentum to his advantage. It won't work. Flooring Louisiana racer Brian Cook, who showed a lot of speed and strength early on this season. He did as well in 2018. The former Viper chassis competitor for Ronnie Adams in the street stock division here at this racetrack for many, many years. Likely over 100 career victories for the Flooring racer. He's got the K Dillard Racing Shocks supplying the dig for the 100 car tonight. An outlaw chassis provided by Justin Whitehead. Down the boulevard, he comes into 1. Driving the Jody Davidson Performance Trent Foxworth Welding. Blake Marsalis turn of the crew chief turn of the wrenches on the 0 car this season out of Houghton. It's Bubba McEacher. The young man began his racing career when he was 13 years old down the road in Minden, Louisiana at the old Champion Park and Webster Speedway. So a pretty wild restart as they hustled off into turns 1 and 2. McEacher saw his opportunity. He tried to take it. He tried to walk through the threshold. Couldn't get the job done. Had thought better of it as they roll off of 4 down the boulevard with 4 and 4 laps to go. This 8th lap affair. Tick-tock goes the race clock. 50% in as they hustle off of 2 and into turn number 3. Brian Cook still out front with the race lead in 100. McEachern may have a little bit better car here coming down the stretch. McEachern going to punch the time clock to sink to working to one. Here comes Bubba. The old stereotypical dirt track name for a dirt track racer from the state of Louisiana. This is a good old boy. Graduate out of Houghton High School. He'll roll off the four. Hometown of Dak Prescott. Down the boulevard into turn number one. McEachern searching the racetrack. Not complacent. You gotta love that about a racer. He is gonna keep searching and searching the racetrack, and he may be able to get the job done here on the final lap. He's gonna go. He's got to go, and he's got to go now. Final trip around the speed point into turn number one they go. Brian Cook hugs the hub, hugs it well. Allows those K. Dillard racing shots to fly the dig, and he propels his way into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. It'll be enough to hold back the 0 at bay of McEachern. The 100 of Brian Cook wins in dominating fashion. Third row. Opening lap, side by side, door to door, battle down the boulevard, the pair of sevens. It is appear to be Vic Case. Look at this battle on coming down the backstretch on the opening couple of laps here. It's Vic Case out of Calhoun, Louisiana. His father Scotty scored a win here. 4 Friday nights ago in the 7. Oh boy, TJ Evans getting a little fancy tonight. Evans will get back and stick his nose to the grindstone this time through turns 3 and 4. Vic Case, broken arm a couple of years ago. I don't mean the component on the race car. He broke his arm and sat out from behind the wheel for a couple of years. His dad has had a stellar last couple of seasons in those 4 powered entries. But right now, the Calhoun, Louisiana racer, Vic Case out front, marching to the beat of his own drum in the turns 3 and off of 4 this time they come, and 7 behind him. There's TJ Evans. The 41 of Velasco may have the best hot rod on the bunch. Velasco can't quite find his niche. He can't find the stick down there to hover 1 and 2. We'll see what he has in 3 and 4. The top 3 right now tighter than the top string on the Texas Fiddle into turn number 3. It's heating up into turns 1 and 2. NBA Jam style. Into 3. The 7. Trying to open up the door for the 7 of TJ Evans. He'll try to walk through the threshold this time by. He can't quite get the job done. The middle lane momentum works for the advantage of Case. He hustles off into 1 and 2 still with the race lead. Down the back straight away into 3 and 4. The white flag will be coming out this time by. The white flag by Larry Horn shown high over the Showtime Speedway. The sand in the hourglass is officially evaporated. They gotta go now and make their move. They have been busier than a sailboat crew working in a tidal wave. Your top 3 in this one. As they roll off of 4, washing up off of exit. Here comes TJ Evans to the line. He'll lose about half a car length. Speedway, limited modified track champion, the Jesse Stanifer attorney at law. IRP race car, JRP Racing Products 11S. It's Neil Stanifer. The 26, Richie Taylor. The 3 GT, former track champion here, is the Bullet, Bob Kellogg. Limited modified heat race. So Wendler Wilkerson on the outside front row. Alongside the Nania P. Daddy as they hustle off the 2 down the back straight on the opening lap of limited modified heat race number 1. Factory stock drivers, there will not be a B main tonight. We're starting all 62 of you. Hey, they can get it. I bet we only get 2 cautions. the lead, 13-year-old Chase Abear. I'm telling you right now, this kid gets it honest. Puts it on the fire suit. He does one leg at a time, but nonetheless was blessed with the same genes his father was. They're hustling off into one to not see it. The Chase Abears, P-Daddy. How about this? This is old school versus new school, a little bit of mid-school. And the 11S, who actually teaches school, and he's a basketball coach, and the 3 and off of 4. Oh my. Right now, we got a battle shaping up here as 13-year-old Chase Abear is running away. He said, we'll holla at y'all boys. We'll see you on another dirt track Friday night. But here comes the bullet, Bob Kellogg, the 3GT. Or he's the 3GTEE. Every single initial for one of his grandkids along the numbers of the 3GTE. And to God be the glory, if he has any more, we'll have all kinds of trouble announcing it. But right now, Bob's doing pretty good. The military veteran rolls his way from dead last to third in this one, but a run out of time as your winner goes to 13-year-old Chase Abear in 9-2. In the 30, the Joel's Auto Sales. Number 30 is Joel Cuvion from Alexandria. My goodness, there's some good cars in this one. Murderers Row, Tracy Denby Jr., Ben Leedy. Who's it going to be? We got the 2015 Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship winner, Cliff Tupper, and he's the multi-time Blue Speedway Limited Track Champ. Is right now, any one of these guys can win on any given dirt track Saturday night. I kid you not. Absolutely. Murderers Row, off of 4, who leads lap 1? It'll be 9 of 8 there. I got a good glimpse of what his son just did in heat race number 1 of the night. Hustle off the 2 down the next straightaway, but the sight set on 3. Joel Cuvion came from 16th to win the main event here in the month of April back in 2016. Hustle. Builder, Chase Abear. Abear has been hot commodity this season. With Justin Whitehead behind the cockpit of the Express Racing chassis fighting the lines in the off-season. Whitehead has been dominant around the top of the Arclitex, winning at Arclitex Speedway. So off the 2, we got a battle for the top spot, the battle for 4th as well. 2 sets of eyeballs will be needed right now. This is a great battle. Here comes Cuvion for the race lead. Cuvion with a bonsai move down to the inside of the racetrack. Shows some pressure to Abear. Abear says no. Sit down, take the seat, Joel. Not low bay. He'll punch time clock and go back to work. As right now, Ben Leedy going to relegate the number 15 of Denby Jr. back to 5th. As Brandon Miller in his express race car at a Broke Bridge, Louisiana, rolls his way to 3rd now. He's got absolute hell coming with him to the in and outs of the 99 and the 15. So it's a 2-way breakaway for the lead right now. Off the 2, down the back straightaway at the 15 of Denby and the 99 of Ben Leedy and the 77 of the Broke Bridge racer. Right here for 3rd as they hustle off into turns 1 and 2. Cuvion couldn't make up the margin between him and the 9 of Abear, but one little mistake will need to be made, and I'm not sure Abear is going to give him another. Here comes Tracy Denby Jr. Denby Jr. Oh, and got slid right up on the nose, and what a crossover! Took the elevator straight from the top shelf all the way down to the basement, and laced fenders on the Broke Bridge Louisiana racer Brandon Miller here for the 3rd spot. A pair of Express Racing chassis roll in the 3 and 4 for the final time. The 9 of Abear going to be your winner with the 30 of Cuvion in drive 2nd. And what a move, dominating off the exit of 4 to the line. The 77 of Miller got it by half a cat's whisker. What number is that on the pole? I can't see. Who's in the X? Okay, Joey Shirley. Hey, I'm doing an all right job. The one of Joey Shirley with Topper Dugas out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the 44 IRP race car. Austin Ford in the 27. And hey, it's Jeff Huckabee back in the saddle again. And Castro, Louisiana's Colton Ewan in the 28C. The 11 out of Houghton, Louisiana, that'll be Troy Keith. So 6 cars ready to go for 8 laps the entire distance. As they hustle off into turns 1 and 2. Austin Wilkins, a good friend out of Frierson, Louisiana, behind the lens. He is each and every Friday night here at Showtime Speedway. Does a fantastic job. Can't thank him enough for always being here and supporting and being loyal to the sport of dirt track racing. As we got a good one brewing here on a Friday night. Rolling through about the end of limited modified heats. The 6X, the only 4-time super champion of Alexandria, Louisiana, that'll be Rob Litton. 15 years old, a Colton Horner with Raymond Taylor to the outside. Old school, new school, they're underway at Showtime Speedway, where it's going to be more than a show tonight. They hustle off into turns 1 and 2 for the first time. The thriller Cade Dillard going to look the wow the crowd live up to his moniker early here tonight. He hustles off in the 3, racing back here at his home racetrack where he grew up cutting his teeth and trading paint for the 6X Kyle Plains on a main lead and dirt track Saturday or Friday night. Dillard up front. The young man, the 56, a Horner out front for the race lead. Follow that time. The 97 at Dillard. I'm telling you, the racetrack is stretchers right now. These guys are really, really tilling this thing up. And it's going to get dicey. Here comes Rob Litton. Rob Litton won a late model race here back in September of 2010. As he'll look to take that spot away from the P49, who has the 3rd position of Raymond Taylor. Taylor going to receive pressure. Taylor going to roll and continue to hug the hub. You have to say, that the young man, the 56 of Colton Horner, is making us look good right now because he is holding back the advantage of the 97, but it's just a matter of time. Here comes the thriller. Trying to live up to the moniker, Cade Dillard, the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series Rookie of the Year today. Here comes Dillard down the back straightaway. He'll go higher than Willie Nelson in the cross-country tour. I've said that before when Dillard's on the racetrack, and he will absolutely throw the keys on the counter. Sit down, take a seat, hello, and goodbye. As Dillard in 97, ripping and rolling the outside of the racetrack. Folks, this is why you get paid the big bucks. Shane and Shelley Sprinkle went ahead and hopped on the phone, gave him a call a couple of years ago after Chris Brown gave him an opportunity when he won the Texas Motor Speedway World Dirt Track Championship. And Cade Dillard, you know, it's unbelievable. People used to say that Cade was a cherry picker. Cade would laugh his tail off at that one, like I've done. But he'll roll on before here at the home stretch. They've just been toying with the young man there for a few moments. They roll on to the one for the final time in 97. No matter how many races he competes in, no matter where he goes, folks, he returns behind the cockpit to Manny, and it's always going to be special for him. He'll receive the double checkers, the driver, the SNS fishing around on the 97, the Florida Cade Dillard wins it. The 56 of Colton Horner out of Katy, Texas will grab second. Third with the 6 of Rob Litton, the three rising to the top. 115 out of Bossier City, Louisiana. That'll be Trey Beam with the J. Dickens power underneath the hood of his Black Diamond race car. 6 cars. 8 laps the distance as the Jet Brett Frazier trying to get his first ever late model victory tonight. He'll smash the throttle and get us underway in the one. On demand on raceontexas.com. Every thrill and spill and every burning turn each and every Friday night here from the Showtime Speedway, where it's more than a show. As down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Williams getting breathed down his neck for the second spot. And look at Hightower going to throw a slight drop from 3 and 4. Joey Cuvion just got the business in 3 and 4. by the 20-year-old Brandon Hightower. The former Xfinity Series and Kent World Truck Series racer raced at the Eldora Speedway in the Truck Series event a couple of years ago as Couillon took his back-to-back wins inside. Hightower losing the boost, but don't get him started. Looks like a three-legged dog in the isolation, but the Dylan Corral will hold back the advances of Couillon. With the team to hold on to fourth. Up in front of him is a 6R Robbie Stewart, who rides third. Putting pressure on the fourth of Brock Williams. Brock's got a good show. Tick-tock goes the race clock. The F1 of Brett Fraser is doing what Brett Fraser do. He do what he do, and he does it well. Brett Fraser began his race career back in the late 90s at 81 miles an hour. And I'm not sure that I've watched a driver that's driving right now. Experienced a driver that just had more bad luck than Brett Fraser, and it still happens in modern day. So no one is ever challenged their talent and tenacity and aggressive nature of a F1 driver. Brett Fraser, who is not annihilating the top team right now. Race number 2 for the Louisiana Late Model Series. Let's see what that flag this time by. Jordan Orr off the turn number 4 for the second spot. Stewart wants the position. The 4X won't let him have it. They'll try to walk through the threshold. Oh, the 4X. Williams lost the handle there a little bit. Was able to corral it. It looked like they'll hold on to third. Hugging the hub, hugging it well, but the checkered flag the F1 of the left. I think the checkered Fraser. W Timber Healthcare Express, folks. I told you that's some fast healthcare. And the 5, he'll look to dispose of these guys quicker than a Hillary email, as Rick Osterman would say. As the 5 of John Catman Mitchell, the lights are out. We are underway. Hustling off into turn 1 and off the 2 down the right straightaway on turn number 3. The 6X of Kyle plays on, going to try to roll the hub and roll it well. Kyle plays on now. Right now, Morgan Batley, no bags. Up at Boot Hill Speedway, the oldest dirt oval in the state of Louisiana since 1973 as well. We'll be back at it next Saturday night at Arklatex Speedway, one of my home racetracks as well, for the Pelican late model event at Arklatex next week, so be sure to put that one on the agenda. The lights are out. We are back underway. Back underway, and here comes the Catman. He'll claw and scratch tooth and nail and work his way to the second spot here on the opening lap after the restart. It's 6 up at KT Kyle plays on. There's only a stop and home play. We may get the caution, and it looks like he just may. We're going to let KP sit midpoint. He'll roll through turns 3 and 4, try to get a win here in the state of Louisiana for the first time since he won the USA Speedway several years ago. The secret. No doubt, 14 dominates in race number 3 for the Louisiana late models. Second is a cat scratch shooter with other captain of top 5. Pretty car tonight is Josh Warren from Shreveport. Bradley Barnes and Baxter this past week. Even though the cockpit number 3 car. Josh Warren.
right, folks, you gotta give him a pat.
On demand on raceontexas.com. Your main event going to be underway off the 4. On the opening lap into turn number 3. Chase Abear going to slide to the top shelf and a slight drop for the race lead. Dugas going to take the top spot in 44. They hustle off into turn 22. Dugas in the IMV race car 44 out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The caution flag will wave. And a lap onto the back bumper to the number 44. Inside of 3, the Bullet Bob Kellogg. And 3 GTE should be a good one. 20 laps of distance, $700 to win tonight here at Showtime. Wide for the race lead run because they're still 3 wide off the exit of 2. And they set their sights down the back straightaway on turn number 3. Father and son going to go neck to neck into 3-4. Hoodley's lap number 1. They're still 3 wide for the race lead. Holy smokes. Down the boulevard. Stay there. Down the whole back to 44. Dugas is going to get the championship away the race lead on turn number 3. Here comes. Oh, look out, Chase. About took his father out. Got him a little cattywampus there. We have an absolute wild one going on in Showtime. Well, it comes out of a more tennis show right now. Abear just drove it deep off into the corner off the exit of 2. And it's number 3, Shane Abear going to get the 44 on us. You got a Johnny Brook brewing early on here on a heavy, tacky, fast quarter-mile speed plate here in Maine tonight, where it's more than a show in the 1. That's a hell of a race right now. Each and every place on the racetrack. Kubian going to throw his hat in the ring now and become a player in the Dixie Joel's Auto Sales number 30. The caution flag waves. So Dugas, we'll see what he's got down in the number 44. They'll get ready to light the candles and get the party back started. We're back on the way here at Showtime. Here comes Joel Cuvion. Joel Cuvion will throw his hat in the ring in car number 30. He's going to roll up the second. The 2018 Spooky 50 winner at Chatham Raceway. Going to pull to the back bumper off of turn number 4. Got a little caddy roll off the exit 30. Irons it out. 1. Hey there. Hugging the hug, hugging it well. The battle right now for third, a good one. The battle for 5th, 6th, 7th. And the round goes to 28C. At Castro, Louisiana's Colton Buick. Colton Buick in 28C spins around like a top, and the caution flag may come out. Well, right here in the great state of Louisiana. Friday night dirt track and at its finest. Shane Hebert going to get him on the point and get back us underway off of 4. The log jam from 6th off back to the tail. An absolute war being waged here as here comes Cuvion now. Gonna fight tooth and nail down for another one. So I'll pay out here tonight. So smooth down the path. Listening for the reigning sun chicken as problems the caution flag. Shane Hebert gonna lead Joel Cuvion Dugas. P Daddy. And we're back underway. Here comes Cuvion. He'll bark to the back tail tank of the 9 for the race lead down the back straightaway. Joel's going to try to thread the needle or try to walk through the threshold. He'll fit it. He'll find the puzzle piece and try to make it stick and fit off of 4, but Hebert says no. Hebert says no, sir. Sit down and take a seat. Got a Donnie Will through in the night here and Manny. The car took a little bit lower on the reset right now than line of Hebert can. Down the boulevard, they're coming in 1. For the south. One little mistake by Hebert to be the difference in the 30 or the 9 going to be going. And it's supposed to be second or third tonight. Two cars Cuvion is absolutely laying the wood down in that number 35. Good roar off of 4. Down the middle right, comes into 1. There he goes. Going in the 30 now for second. This time by. It'll be only halfway to go. Not to go. 11 laps scored, 9 laps to go here for Shane Hebert in the 9 out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Lights are back out. We're underway and ready to play for 9 more. Into 1 they come. Back of the way off of turn number 4. continues to assault on the competition tonight here in Manning. Show tonight. The white flag out. Final time of turn 3. Look at his third win of the 2019 season. The owner fabricator of Express Race Car, Shane Hebert, back to the killing here at Showtime. Second will go to Kubion in 30. Third will go to the exit of Marshall, Texas. Racing for And for the second time in 2019 here at Showtime and the third time overall. Mentioned earlier, you got a $2,000 victory all the way down to the Sparkling City in Corpus Christi, where Shane and I have met in victory lanes down there in Corpus a few times. Did that again this year. Had heartbreak on the main event on that Saturday night. But he's had a great hot rod all year. Justin Whitehead's been dominating his Express race car. Resurgence. Give it up, race fans, for Shane Hebert in the 9. Shane, domination tonight. Joel Kuvion tried to throw it down there to you inside a couple of times, man. You turned down the challenge each and every time and sidestepped him, man. The 9 car was set on KIL tonight.
Yeah, I'm wore out. Those holes were getting to me, man. I knew there's always traction in those holes, and I wanted to make sure I hit them, and a couple times I just hit them wrong to make me push off of 2. But I tried crossing them, and that seemed a little better, but it was just a workout and making sure you hustle it around, because if you went in too soft, you hit that hole wrong, and it'd push you right up the track. So you just had to hustle the car a whole 20 laps, and that's what we did. I'm wore out.
When's the last time you've actually had to hustle your race car, get the elbows up like that?
Like that's been a while. I felt like I was in a late model as much as I had to run it, but it felt good. I mean, it just goes to show us that we can run in the rough or the hooked or the slick. So we got elbows up on those.
This racing service too, I think, differently than anywhere else in the state of Louisiana or even in East Texas, places that you frequent quite a bit. Nothing's like this place as far as the racing service and the way the soil kind of comes up in it.
No, this track is usually sometimes you run around the tire, sometimes you run around the middle. And then sometimes you're going to get leading like that. I was scared he was going to jump up to the top and get a lane up there I didn't know about. So I just tried to run as hard as I could on the inside and figured if I hurt him, maybe I can move up a little bit or just try to run my own line. But
maybe I've been sleeping a little bit, but I've been telling you what a resurgence Express race cars made this year. I know that you got to be really, really happy, thrilled with what your product's been doing on these racetracks around the Arklatex.
Yeah, we've been doing real good. Got good drivers in them, a lot of feedback. And I said that at the beginning of the year. Once we get these guys going, more feedback's going to help us out. So we're just getting started still. So we still got more out there coming.
Jay, let's hear about your help.
We got B&D Motorsports, Algar Incorporated, DAM Services, Donna's Attic, Express Race Cars, Express Trucking, Ryan LeBlanc with Crawfish, LeBlanc's Crawfish House, Specialty Automotive, AARE Motors, run flawless so far, and we'll keep it up.
Congratulations to you, Shane. One more final thing. What are we going to do to get you back in a late model ride?
A really good sponsor again.
Hey, man.
It was nice.
Absolutely. It was always fun. Good to see you wheeling one. You won Texas. You won some big races. Awesome run tonight in the Limited, though, Shane. Congratulations.
They all feel the same. As long as you come home, put in the trailer with the check, it doesn't matter what division you're in. They're all fun. Speaking
of checks, one night this guy, we were at the Spooky 50 in Chatham. It's a pretty sweet story because I've called quite a few races. Shane one night in October, he drove K. Diller's 97 Sidebiter chassis modified. He won that one starting 8th. And then he started 12th in the late model, drove to the front and won it, a super late model race with 36 cars on hand. This was in 2013. And then went ahead and won the Limited Modified from 6th. So swept 3 classes in one night. Did this fella right here. Your Pro Mod main event, 20 laps, and this is your second main event of the night here at Showtime Speedway. With the Roboline Rocket, Caleb Dillard on the front row tonight. the original restart pace dividends for the number 87 of Chase Hatton out of DeBerry, Texas. The Mad Hatter out front of the lead, trying to go back-to-back after his victory at Boot Hill Speedway last Saturday night. He has one here at Showtime, and he also has a win at Thunder Valley at Jackie Thacker's Speed Plant. So it's going to be the Mad Hatter to get on the point and get us back turned away. Trying to work his way through a treacherous lap car here off of 4. Hatton. Oh boy, look out, Hatton. Oftentimes Chase Hatton's over-aggressive driving style has bit him in the rear end in many of the events, but he has really settled down. Oh man, and he is going to just get railroaded down the back straightaway. But he'll come to the, oh, and Chase Hatton's going to break. And Caleb Diller going to try to capitalize on the white flag coming out. Oh my. The 15 car is still racing with Chase Hatton. What is this guy doing? Final time through turns 3 and 4. Caleb Diller trying to take advantage and coming to the line. Drag racing to the line. Caleb Diller going to try to steal it. It won't happen. Well, seemingly the Mad Hatter, Chase Hatton out of DeBerry, Texas, was cruising to a comfortable advantage, or to a comfortable victory tonight. I'm coming, Chase. His second consecutive victory after his win at the Boot Hill Speedway last Saturday night. and the Papa Ray Ingalls throwback scheme, and the number 87 car for this season for the DeBerry, Texas racer. Late model main event to the staging area. Give it up for him, folks, climbing out of the roof. It's the 87 of Chase Hatton. Come on, Showtime. Y'all can do a little bit better than that. Give him a hand. Thank you. He about went to the Heartbreak Hotel instead. Chase, boy, that so last Saturday at Boot Hill, you made a final turn pass, coming to the checkered flag on Doug Vick Jr., just an improbable win there. And tonight, you about had a lap car pull this one right out from underneath you.
Yeah, I could have left him a little bit more room. It was kind of my fault. I kind of got up there into him. But, you know, that 97, I knew he was back there. I didn't know where he was. And, you know, I wasn't going to let up. You know, I wanted to get 2 in a row, you know. That was
a segue into what I was going to say. You know, it has to be in the psyche to know that 97 here at his home racetrack. He knows this place really well. He closed the gap down pretty quick.
Yeah, he's always been pretty good here. You know, he won his heat, and, you know, I was fortunate to get it up there on the front row of the feature. And I don't really know what happened on that first start, but it's kind of my fault. I kind of crossed over, and somebody got into me, but no harm, no foul.
Been kind of wild carnage in these things lately, but nonetheless, you've been the one out front. You know, the irony of that, because, you know, we've talked, you've been a little aggressive in the past, but you've settled down lately, man, and these wins are really starting to click off for you here, Chase Hatton.
Yeah, Mr. Doug and Mr. Ricky, they've been trying to calm me down there a little bit. They're on, you know, just lap cars and just racing in general, you know, because like last weekend, whenever I got that win, you know, I just thought about what Mr. Rick was talking about. Just slow down going in and just let it come to you.
Ricky Ingalls was real proud of you last weekend, by the way. I'm not sure if he told you that at the shop. You know, these guys are kind of hard to get feelings out of. But, man, let's hear about all the other folks who helped you out in this race car.
Oh, Mr. Ray, definitely. You know, this is all his stuff. You know, once again, you know, hats off to him. You know, my dad, he wasn't able to make it this weekend. But Buddy, he was helping me here in the pits. Mike, you know, just, you know, the guys there in the pits and then guys there at the house, you know, at the shop, you know, giving me coaching there, you know, on the sidelines. You
stepped your game up, man. It looks awesome. Keeping the car out front. Awesome job tonight. Congratulations to you, Chase. Real quick, who do you have to win the late models?
It's hard to beat that 97, you know, but I think that Robbie Stewart's going to come up there and get it.
Robbie Stewart's going to get it tonight, he says. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen, out of DeBerry, Texas, the Mad Hatter, Chase Hatton. The 51 cent, it'll be Michael Cetus. He'll be starting at the tail tonight in 51C. Near the tail out of Bossier City, Louisiana, driving the J. Dickens Racing Powered Rocket XR1, number 115 out of Bossier City, Louisiana. That'll be Trey Bean. Yeah, y'all give these guys a round of applause. And the O'Reilly Auto Parts number 5C machine out of Houghton, Louisiana. That'll be Brad Couch. And the J1 out of Alexandria, Louisiana, Joey Couillon making his return behind the cockpit of a late model this weekend. And the Hatfield Racing Powered Specialty Contractors, number 6X in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Longtime racer here at the speed plant. It's KP Kyle Plazon 6X. Out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, driving the number 1, or out of Zachary, Louisiana, driving the 1 car tonight. It'll be Alex Ashley, the son of the 3-time Super Late Model champ David Ashley. And out of Baytown, Texas, driving the number 20 Barry Wright race car. Feature race winner here back in May of 2008. His first ever Super Late Model win at that time for the Baytown, Texas racer of the 20 of Kevin Sitton. Outside of row number 6, starting in car number 25, the son of Big Robbie Starnes. It's Little Robbie Starnes Jr. out of Baytown, Texas in 25. And the TWM Enhanced Racing T49, it'll be Ball, Louisiana racer Raymond Taylor. Raymond Taylor in T49. Out of DeVille, Louisiana, former NASCAR Series, Xfinity Series, Camping World Truck Series racer into the B52. Timmons Truck Center, Advanced On-Site Service B52. It's Brendan Allen Hightower. And the Mudbugs Crawfish number 4X out of Leesville, Louisiana, that'll be Brock Williams. Brock Williams in 4X. Right down to the Baton Rouge Raceway, the Ollie's Car Wash, Hoosier Racing Tire number B2. That'll be Brady Walton in B2. And the 15-year-old phenom out of Katy, Texas, John the TWM Racing Products Advanced Companies LLC number 56 out of Katy, Texas. Well, where's he at? It's Colton Horner. I'm looking at the 6X, sorry. The only 4-time Super Late Model champion right here. And the Advanced Companies number 6X machine from Alexandria, Louisiana. It's Rocket Rob Litton. He gets you twisted up every now and then. Driving the Stewart Timber Century 21. He's made 4 of the last 6 topless 100s at Batesville Motor Speedway. And the Mars race car chassis number 6R, it's Robbie Stewart from DeRitter. Driving the Tri-State Magneto Marshall Mobile Homes, number F1, the Jesus Saves entry out of Houghton, Louisiana. It's the Jet, Brett Frazier. The former World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series regular out of Longview, Texas. They call him the Lone Star Legfoot or Mo Bags, one or the other. You pick it at in the GottaRace.com. PNW sells PNW Ironworks 14M. It's Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley in 14M. So here's the youngster, the 15-year-old out of Katy, Texas, driving car number 56 tonight. Give him a hand. Showtime Speedway for Colton Horner in 56. Out of Robeline, Louisiana, driving the S&S Fishing and Rental. Joel's Auto Sales, Turner Coachwright, Production Jars, Clements Racing, you powered Mars race car number 97 out of Robeline, Louisiana. He's cut more laps at this racetrack than any other competitor in this field tonight. Probably has won more races here. He always loves to get back here and race in front of all you great race fans. Back at home for just this weekend, it's the Thriller Cade Dillard in 97. And the outside front row, he won the second to last late model race here, driving the Healthcare Express, WW Timber, Kaiser Manufacturing, Integra Racing Shocks number 5, the Catman, John Mitchell, out of Texarkana. Your front row tonight, 5 and 97. All right, kids. Hey, are they ready? Hey, tell them to hold it. Hey, are they ready to fire the cars up in a second? All right, drivers, if y'all can hear, we're going to get these kids to do a gentleman start your engines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen!
Start your engine!
Yes! Thank you. Bravo. Bravo. Dillard and Mitchell going to lead them down to the point. The Louisiana late model main event is underway here at Showtime Speedway. Turn the hole on the right front on the opening turn into 1 2 to go 3 miles per second. Here comes the Jet, Brett Frazier on the opening lap. Down the back straight, Brett Frazier going to look to dispose and get 2 for the price of 1. Frazier up to the challenge tonight. He was second in a Deuces Wild main event at Chatham Raceway back in 2013. And they hit down the boulevard into 1. They got 1 up into the fence. It's the 1 car. Alpha 4, we're backing away on an original, restart into 1, the Louisiana race car series main event. Dillard started off strong on the opening start a moment ago before the caution. And they hustle off the 2 down the back city, a 3 wide there about mid-pack. And the 3 and Alpha 4. The 97 of the Thriller, Cade Dillard, leads lap 1 here at this home racetrack tonight. Konami, I think Robbie Senior said, it needs me no money. I think Dillard just went pocketed a fortune up there a couple nights ago. Now, the World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year contender, the Thriller Cade Dillard, in 97 leads, the former four-time full-year sport regular of Louisiana. His opposite, get rid of 97 for the race lead. Brett Frazier didn't get off to a hot start in this one, just all he did was previous one. He worked behind the contract to look at the head hitter there in the bottom of the head and coming in for the right coach. He's more than 1 6 for Rob Litton. No surprises here. The cream has risen to the top. Back in the 6th position. It's Robbie Stewart from the village, 7th to the youngster, and again, the 16-year-old of Colton Horner. But right now, Obags may have himself a hot ride tonight to continue from his race win. Morgan Bagley racing closer to home after a mention a moment ago, racing up the road for that ball. Late model series the last 7 years. And I think Morgan's just having a little bit more fun now. He's able to travel close to home. He's able to spend time with his family. Most importantly, his son Maverick. I think that pays dividends to the front end of the race. You know, he's not just standing here so calm away from the crib. Road light keeps ruling. But anyway, now the back further off the two. Lap traffic. If we stay green, it will come a major reality for the Thriller Cade Dillard. Oftentimes, we're going to get a driver sitting in the second. So the dictate where he should or should not go. Serving out of leaders. Takes out front. We'll see how the 97 chooses to maneuver and dictate traffic. They'll head down the back straightaway. The 3 will swing off the number 97. Traffic. One, Neil, look out, Page. Page's going to have to threaten into our lap traffic. Nice respect showing over the 115 trade in. It's all Dillard's nose. Allowed him to escape pressure. Setting sights off the 2 and into turn 3. Page, Dillard in hot pursuit. Right in front of him, making contact with Raymond Taylor. And the 20 at Kevin Sitton. Kevin Sitton working the next moment. The T49 again as Dillard is there lurking in 97. I think Mobax has just as good of a race car as 97 does. It's going to have to take Page getting balled up here just a little bit. Lap traffic. Here comes Mo. Heavy lap traffic. A little bit of PSP would be nice. Please stay green. Please stay green here at Showtime tonight. Your first Louisiana Late Model Series main event of the 2019 season, following up after a Donnybrook at Chatham Raceway Gary Hopkins Speed Plant in Chatham, Louisiana in October. Friday night, Spooky 30 was won by the 97-year race leader right now here in Manny. The Philip Cage Dillard, night number 2 was won by Billy Moyer Jr. Dillard 5 wins the season ago with the Louisiana Late Models on a limited schedule. 4 of those wins coming at Chatham, 1 coming at Thunder Valley. First time behind the cockpit ever. Sitting driver 97 here at his home track. Again behind the wheel of the late model. He's won here in limited. He's won here even in a damn pure stock. Just like Mike Norris said, falls. Bobby Pearson really crushed his win. Doesn't matter. Dave Dillard got it on us. And we're rolling through to the next one. Number 20 is Sitton. A former winner here back in 2008. Back, still working. Bagley's still working with the front. Not a whole lot of separation and difference in the leaders. Two competitors out front, still a slide up in front of the 20 that time. Sitton, no pressure. Pulled over. Tick-tock goes the race clock. Send the hourglass into a half race. Dillard setting full song around Showtime Speedway tonight. Where it is his showtime. 17 laps complete this time by Hawaii 97. 17 laps to score, turn 1. The third Showtime. Bagley just now getting by the 20 set of the 20 car. Kevin Sitton. As Dillard now goes to work. On the 4. With a sight set on the low rock. 4 exit block Williams in front of his slope at 1. The 4 exit Brock Williams is slowing at the top of turn 1 until he may get out of harm's way there. And it looks like that he will be able to escape. He'll let him stay on. Oh my goodness. Right now, Dillard has worked his way to the heavy part of lap traffic, but I'm telling you right now, he's not reaching in by feet or yards, but he's chipping away in the race lead. Bagley, and right there to the center of the corner, 97 slipped a little bit, got the car a little bit, caught cattywampers. And here comes Morgan Bagley for the race lead. Down the front boulevard they come. Bagley is digging the night. Morgan Bagley wants to win in a bad way. Didn't come out, or I'd say, didn't come very long way from each end. But long enough, come out here and take the lunch money tonight. Kate Dillard can't let it happen. Down the boulevard they come. As they set their sights off the 2 down the back trailer, Dillard has to feel the pressure now with Morgan. The 2 former Oklahoma modified skated down from Morgan back to the ground for steam rolling that saw by Brooks Tessie. 2 very well accomplished modified aces. He performed well at the Deer Creek Speedway in Spring Valley, Minnesota for what it's worth. Here back in Louisiana, where both crews have took their teams for many years. 34 miles. Dillard and Bagley. Running away the 5 themselves. Brandon Hightower will get slid by Dillard. So Morgan Bagley within striking distance. Tick-tock goes the race clock. Off of 4 down the boulevard, big turn. Kate knows he's got to go, and he's got to go now. So Morgan shows the same exact sentiment behind the cockpit of the number 14M. Wayman and Kay McMillan have never wavered with their support on driver 14M. And right now, tonight, here in Mania, Louisiana, he's showing why. Still can get the job done. The 34-year-old out of Longview, Texas, stalking the tire tracks of the 28-year-old Kate Dillard into turn number 3. The white flag coming out this time by, not many surprises to the driver out front. The Joel's Auto Sales, S&S 15 rental. Turner Cut Track Production Jars number 97. He's got lap traffic kind of bobbling him up a little bit, but he's got a sizable advantage. Final time to turn 3 and 4. New return off the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Rookie of the Year bid. And come home, Kate Dillard wins tonight here at Mini. Folks, look, I kid you not. Kay's been racing all up and down the country with USMTS mods the last several years. He's seen quite a few different racetracks, but I promise you guys, it never gets old to him. He loves getting back to race home. It's the first time he's ever been able to race a late model here at his home racetrack. And having all you folks here tonight, it means the world to him. So if y'all could just hang out for a moment, give him a round when he climbs out of the race car. Again, the driver of the Jody's Oilfield Services, Turner Cut-Track Production Jars, S&S Fishing and Rental, Mars Race Car, Clements Race Engine Power underneath the hood. Returning back home to Manny. Give it up for him, race fans, climbing out the car from Roebling, Louisiana, the Thriller, Kate Dillard to 97. Kate, it's got to be awesome to return back home. You know, you've been on the road a lot this year. Started off the year strong. Went to the Kaiser Manufacturing Wild West Shootout over in Tucson, Arizona. Last couple months have been kind of tough for you, man. But I know when you turn home, you see all these great race fans here, man. It's got to put a smile on your face.
Oh, there's nothing like this. You know, it's definitely my favorite place to come back to. Seeing this many fans here at this track, it's great. You know, especially all my family. You know, you can golf and win a lot of big races, but you know, just having all your family, that's the best.
I know it's been tough. You know, the birth of your daughter. You know, being up and down the roads. You know, making a living, doing what you do. You know, it's not always sunshine and rainbows out there. You know, it's tough. It's tough out here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of miles. Yesterday evening at 5 o'clock, we were still in Wisconsin. You know, we drove straight through to get here, and got here about 1 o'clock. Got this car finished and came here. You know, I just want to thank Donnie for all his hard work. All my sponsors, especially the local ones here, Nichols, Joel's Auto Sales. Those people's been with me a long time, and S&S Fishing and Rental. Let me get started. Production Jars, Brian Cook Trucks. Like I said, Joel's Auto Sales, real good friend of mine. Razor Edge Graphics, AWOL Hot Oil Service, MB Custom Race Cars. They build an excellent race car. KRD Pumping Service. I'm glad he come over and got to watch us this weekend. Abilene Race Radiator, Cedar Ridge Aviation, Day Motorsports, just all the guys at Mars Race Cars, and I know I'm missing a ton. I just want to thank all of the fans for coming out and supporting the track, and my wife, daughter. That's really humbling to come back here.
Final thing about the race real quick. Were you ever worried in that race at all? I mean, you didn't have a caution really here over the scoring monitor where guys were at, but you know, when Morgan's in the race and John Mitchell, you got to be thinking at some point these guys may be making a charge as you're dicing your way through lap traffic tonight.
Yeah, Donnie's down there giving me signals, and he told me I had a lead, and I kind of backed off there a little bit, and it's like once I got the lap cars, the rest of the track got dirty, and it was kind of a little tougher to maneuver around, and he told me they kind of made a little run at me, and I guess probably about 8-10 to go, that's kind of all she had. I got a little free at the end, but it's like I said, we'll definitely take it. Thanks again to everybody.
Well-earned victory tonight, Kate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kate Dillard and Victor Lane here back at his home racetrack. The Roebling, Louisiana Hot Shoe scores it tonight. We get a word with Mo Bags. Race fans, give him a round of applause out of Longview, Texas, in the Black Diamond race car, Morgan Bagley. Good to see you, Morgan. Racing closer to home this year. Man, it seems like you're just having a lot of fun. The car was real good tonight as well.
Yeah, we've been working on it. You know, we haven't got to race too much with these rainouts and stuff, but hasn't been too bad, and we're just going to keep plugging along. You know, Kate, he had a real good car. Hats off to him. I know it's always fun to come back and win at your home track. So we're going to give him everything we could, but he got us tonight, and congratulations to him. And I sure appreciate all you fans coming out here. Thanks for supporting the racetracks here so we can get to come down here and race some more.
You ever think you were going to be able to chip in a little bit closer? At one point, you did get about, a few car lengths from behind the 97.
Yeah, his like I said, he had a good car. I felt like, we might have been pretty equal, just clean air. Getting a lap traffic is kind of hairy there, but it was fun. And, he makes some better laps than me. Sometimes I have some good laps. So I guess the best car won tonight. Best guy did, so congratulations to him.
Let's hear about the folks that help you out in the race car. I want to give you that opportunity.
Yeah, I can't thank P&W Sales enough, Wayman and Kay McMillan and the whole McMillan family. Then P&W Ironworks, Gotta Race, Black Diamond Chassis, Clements Race Engines, and my crew, Boy, Scott come down and help us, Mav and Maddox, and the whole family got to come tonight. So had a good time and hope to be back soon.
Pluses of racing closer at home. Great run tonight, Morgan.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all coming again.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen, the Lone Star Leadfoot, Mo Bags, if you will, Morgan Bagley. The multi-time super late model champ for Comp Cams champ. Hey, John Mitchell. A little cat scratch fever tonight here. The 5 car was moving pretty good, just wasn't quite enough to muster up to get out front.
Yeah, we come up short there. It was a decent night, I guess. Get out of here without anything tore up, but top 3 finish, we'll take that and go on to the next one.
Timberline next Friday night.
Yeah, we'll be there. Everybody come out and try to make that, and Vivian on Saturday night.
Yeah, Cade's here at his home track. You get to go to your home track next Friday night.
That's it. It'll be right down the road.
Let's hear about all the great folks who help you out in this number 5 car.
W&W Timber, Dowden Logging, Healthcare Express, Kaiser Manufacturing, Integra Shocks, Black Diamond Chassis. Just a lot of these guys that help us get here.
You won here in 2014. Final thing, is the racetrack pretty much similar to what it was then? Did you look at notes and did you compare anything from then?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I think they changed the dirt, put a little dirt on it or something there, but yeah, it's pretty similar.
Good run tonight, John.
Thanks.
John Mitchell, third tonight here, race fans. Hey, folks, y'all give these top 3 a big round of applause. Once again, your Louisiana late model top 3 tonight here at Showtime Speedway, where it's more than a show. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, folks. PSG, please stay green. The lights are out. We're underway here at Showtime in your factory stock main event. Please stay green. Saw that one coming from a mile away, and Uncle Freddie Blanchard is going to keep her. Year-old out of Alexandria or Pineville, Louisiana, of CJ Howell. So it's Howell and Steele on the front row. The lights are out. We're underway in your factory stock main event. $700 to win tonight. Mickey's still going to get the whole shot. He'll lead them off the exit of 2 and into 3 to 7. TJ Evans grinding the turn 1 rotating wall like Sean White on a snowboard. Oh my. With the Man of Steel, Mickey Steele trying to live up to his moniker and keep the whole field at bay. Look at this. Oh boy. Into turn number 3, the youngster. CJ Howell trying to fend off all comers. They go 3 different lanes wide for the bridesmaids owners down the boulevard. They come into 1. The 7 car going up top on the speed plant, trying to grab a little bit of bite, trying to grab some stick, trying to grab some dig down the back straightaway. He's bringing the 15X along with him. And Bubba McKeechard, oh boy, look out Bubba. Oh my goodness. Auto Parts, 13th annual Cajun Classic. Be a good day to bring you a couple beers and hang out overnight. Lights are out. Back on the way to your factory stock main event. The caution's like, hey, dividends to 0, making the distance line outside the 2x2x2 all the way to the tail. Off of 4, they come down the boulevard. Here comes Chris Howell. His son flanked down to his inside. Jared Gillis provided an outstanding racetrack tonight. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to hide? You got all over the racetrack to maneuver on. Dictating traffic out front is the Here comes Dakota Wyatt. Dakota Wyatt scored his first little win back in 2015. A roll to the outside. Used to be a former helpman, was a crew chief, if you will, for Kate Dillard back when he was with Chris Brown Racing. And the 3, they're 3 wide back for 4th, 5th, and 6th. And off of 4, the 100 of Brian Cook feels the pressure. Bubba McKeecher. Bubba McKeecher filling himself on the top still. We'll keep rolling and strolling. Right now, throw a blanket over the entire field. This is absolutely phenomenal. What more do you want, race fans? PSG, please stay green. Off of 4, down the boulevard, they come into 1. Mickey still with about a 2.5 or 3 car length advantage as he helps off into 1 and 2 with the race lead. Chris Howell, fending off the former 15X of Dakota Wyatt. Dakota Wyatt, former track champion here in 2016. He'll roll down on the inside of the 7 of Howell for the 2nd spot. Can't get the job done. He'll look to sidestep him again off of 4. Down the front stretch. Interestingly enough, it is some frequent flyers that have found Victor Lane here many of Friday or Saturday nights, and the cream has risen to the top. Experience playing dividends tonight. Another lap will be scored into the history books here. 3 wide for 2nd. Trying to go 4 wide, looking out Bubba McKeecher. Trying to walk through the threshold, just wasn't going to happen. If he wants to get 4, I'm telling you what, he is coming on strong. Here comes the 0. McKeecher began his racing career at 13 years old, up in Minden, Louisiana. Oh, and around goes Chris Howell, being collected by a few of them, and collects his son in it. Alrighty, race fans, a 9 laps scored, ready to turn them loose one more time. Your factory stock A feature. $700 to win for the factory stocks, back underway after a fairly lengthy. And here comes Luke Graves. Should be fun though if we can get some green flag laps logged. I think Dakota Wyatt's got something for Mickey Still. We're about to see what happens. Back underway into turns 1 and 2. That last restart, the 35 of Luke Graves, really came out of nowhere. 4 power number 35, the Leesville, Louisiana racer. I mean, there's some guys out here driving like they have. 11 on the front straightaway has a flat tire, no harm, no foul though. Get out of harm's way. So off of 4, Brian Cook, ruffling up the tail tank. As Luke Graves got all kinds of sideways there in the middle point of 4. He's headed back down the boulevard with it straight in the right direction. Bubba McKeecher may have one of the best hot rods of the bunch here. Rolled up the 4th in the Foxworth Welding number 0 car with JRP Products, Jody Davidson Performance alongside the 0 cars. I'm telling you what, Brian Cook is going to end up, there it is right there. Dakota Wyatt had enough. I saw that one coming from a mile away. Dakota Wyatt got railroaded by Brian Cook tonight. And Dakota Wyatt, it might be a little peed off tonight. Goodness gracious, he got drove like Ace Ventura Pet Detective with no, all right. Well, Dakota Wyatt got the business out there tonight. And not being able to test for this win tonight. Mickey Still is set on KLLL. Shane Abear won a limited modified main event tonight. Kate Dillard, your Super Bowl late models. Chase Hatton, your Pro Mock winner. As we tip the laps down, we're going to find out who wins $700 tonight for the factory stocks. And out of a B main, ladies and gentlemen, the Club 20 suspension of Tommy Stephanie Woody Racing. Team 5 Enterprise number Club 20 of Neil Kemp out of Kirby, Arkansas, the former factory stock 50 champion, has put Philip Seals into his rear view and relegated him to the 5th position as he's up to 4th in Club 20. Goes to work on 3rd place driver number 35 of Leesville, Louisiana's Luke Graves, as Seals try to get another march on him. Up to second, though, is young gun Bubba McEacher, the hero in the zero, if you will. McEacher's had some close calls, some tight spring battles in this race, but he's prevailed. As getting down to it in your factory stock main event, we started 28 of them tonight. Trying to find the best one in Showtime Speedway victory lane. Two laps to go this time for the Man of Steel. Down the back straightaway with 1.5 laps to go, and he needs the midpoint. The white flag comes Mickey Steele. Final time in the turns 1 and 2, setting his sights down the back straightaway on turn number 3. It'll be all the Man of Steel living up to his moniker tonight. As Luke Graves takes a battle for second to the outside of the zero, McEacher to the checkers. A clean victory, clean sweep tonight for the 5M of the Man of Steel, Mickey Steele. Top of the Louisiana, your factory stock $700 winner tonight. With a solid performance, coming home in the second position in zero. Luke Graves, did Luke get him at the line? Did Luke Graves get him? Give it up for him, race fans, climbing up the Man of Steel, Mickey Steele in 5X. Oh, Mickey. Man, I tell you what, the last few times I've been down here, man, you've had a really good race car. Good to see you, my friend. Man, you had a really good race car here. You know, you tried to battle with Sean Graham a couple of weeks ago. Just couldn't quite get things to go your way. You're about burning the tires off the rear of this thing. But tonight, man, this thing was just set on kill from the drop of the hat in the heat race all the way to the end of the feature.
Yeah, we finally found our problem. We changed the gear, took a little bit out of it for just to see if we can get a little more into the straightaway speed, and we got it. And spaced that wheel out a little bit more, and we're good to go. I got to thank my old lady Susie. She actually come tonight. She toughed it out, and she puts up with a lot on this stuff. Foo Josh, Danny Smith, he's an old hippie from Kinder that had this car built a few years ago and never hardly raced it and gave it to me to run. So I thought that was pretty nice of him. Got Terry Liz, they out here watching me every weekend. I appreciate them a lot. Darty Smith with Henry's, Joe Rachel. The list goes on and on. This old hot chassis still a digging.
Absolutely, fast race car. Is this his old car?
No, this a boy named Brian Lair, Fat Boy, actually had it built, and he raced it maybe 5 times and hated the slicks, and got him a new street stock and more or less give this with him.
What are your plans for the rest of this year? What are your plans in the future? You planning on racing this factory stock stuff with the big money on the line, like at Boot Hill, the $5,000 at Jeans? I mean, plans this year?
We're going to run all the big shows. We're going to try to be here every Friday night with the factory stock. Next Saturday, we're going to pick up the new street stock, so we'll be in Mississippi next week getting it, and maybe watch some racing over there, and then start working on it, and then we're going to run this on Friday nights and the big shows, and then run it in Mississippi or Thunder Valley on Saturdays.
This car's been really good here at this racetrack. What is it about this track that suits you and your driving style?
I don't know. I've been here so long, I guess I just know how it goes.
Outstanding job tonight, my friend. You absolutely routed him. Congratulations, Mickey Steele.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Get up for him, ladies and gentlemen. The Man of Steel, Mickey Steele, your factory stock winner tonight. We'll get you one of these bad boys for around $1,000, maybe even cheaper. It's going to be David Vosbury to the 00, your winner here a couple Friday nights ago on pole. I believe it's Cole Derrick and the 1 star who leads him off into 1 and 2. No better. Jeff Lavisphere, who has won his share this season at Chatham. Really, anywhere he's checked in, he's been quick in this 4-cylinder division. Jeff Lavisphere out front with the race lead in 1. The 15-year-old youngster out of Shreveport, Louisiana. David Vosbury hunting hard, nipping at his heels off the exit 02, chip, going away for the race lead in 00. Can't get the job done again. The the 44 Wesley Easton in the mix. But here comes Vosbury to the outside of the racetrack. He'll use that momentum on that top shelf to his advantage. And he'll roll it into 3-4. My kid who's really stepped his game up this year with a whole nother level of confidence. A win will do that for you. Win gave him tons of confidence here on opening night of the 2019 season. And he looks night and day like a completely different driver in the 00. He'll have a factory stock ride waiting for him, and he's ready to move up. As right now they're going to go neck and neck for the top spot off of 4. Down the boulevard they come in your 4-cylinder main event. Again, your main event winners tonight with the Shane Hebert from Lafayette here on RaceOnTexas.com on demand. Super Late Model Louisiana Late Model Series winner, Roebling, Louisiana racer the thriller Kate Dillard is back to victory lane here at the home racetrack as Vosbury officially takes the race lead in 00 in the one he has. Sand of the hourglass keeps ticking. Working down to it. It's going to come down to a hard-fought battle between Lavishire and 00. Lavishire drives it off deep around the hub of the racetrack in 1 and 2. I'm telling you what, folks, you never know what to expect out of this class. I always tell folks don't judge a book by its cover because these cats do put on great racing. I mean, if you like cars going around in a circle and putting on a good racing, here's what you're getting. Paid for tonight. So down the back straightaway, 1.5 laps to go, and he meets the midpoint of the back straightaway. The white flag will be coming off this time by from flagman Larry Horn. Vosbury still out front in command with about a 2-car length advantage off of 4 in front of Lavishire in the 1. Final quarter-mile trip into turns 1 and 2 for Shreveport, Louisiana racer David Vosbury. Vosbury with a sight set on 3 off of 2. Final time of turn 3 and 4. Lavishire may throw the kitchen sink. He'll drive it deep off into the corner for the final time. He'll come up limp. Your winner tonight is second win of the season goes to David Vosbury in 00. So the 15-year-old youngster parks in a victory lane tonight here at Showtime for the 6th event of the 2019 season. Driving the Precision Collision 00. Again, for everyone left in the house, give it up for this young man. He had to wait all the way to this point to get out and celebrate a victory anyway, and he earned that one. Give it up for David Vosbury in the 00, your 4-cylinder winner tonight. I'll tell you what, youngster. You all right there? Hey, that was as impressive a run I've seen you have so far, man. You really had to get up on the wheel and hustle this car around that racetrack tonight. You put both elbows up, man. That was quite impressive. What was it like behind the cockpit?
Oh, it felt good tonight. I knew I had to drive my butt off because that one star, I knew he was going to be right there. I saw him. He was really fast in the heat race.
Yeah, Jeff Lavisser's been winning races all over the Arklatex, so that's got to be a feather in the cap for you, man.
It feels good to have another one here.
Absolutely. What is it about this racetrack? I mean, you seem to take a pretty good liking to this place.
I think it's my good luck track because every time I boo hill, I have bad luck there now.
Yeah, they call it Booed Hills every now and then. It just comes out and gets you. But this has to be pretty awesome. Was this your 3rd win of the year now?
Yes, sir.
3rd win of the year. Last year you were just trying to chomp at the bit to get that first one.
Yes, sir. Last year was more of a practice year. And ever since I got my first one here at this track, I have more confidence in myself. And I really like this track. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, you just had to prove it to yourself that you could get the job done. I think all these folks who are watching tonight certainly believe in you going forward. And best of luck to you going forward. I do want to give you an opportunity to thank all the folks that help you out in this race car, young man.
First off, I want to thank the good Lord for letting me do what I love. My mom and dad for letting me do what I love. Then Bob, Sloopy, my mom, my dad, Precision Collision, Staghorn. I know there's one more. Mr. Jody, I forgot him in a couple ones.
Oh, Jody Prince?
Yes, sir.
He's an all right guy. We'll see you tomorrow at the Hill.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Me and my dad both.
We'll see you tomorrow night at the oldest dirt oval in the state of Louisiana since 1973, the home of the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship, Boot Hill. Your winner tonight of the 4 cylinders goes to David Vosbury in the 00, his 3rd win of the season. Again, race fans, for all of